going to continue. There's a tremendous drive for people to live longer, but there's also an understanding that the medical system is not going to save them, mainly because the medical system is totally bankrupt. It's bankrupt because it doesn't have any ideas. It's bankrupt because it's becoming a creature of the government, as you can see by the AMA backing this latest health fiasco. There are essentially no ways that the standard medical model is going to cause anybody to get any better anytime soon, and that means that people are actually going to have to take care of their own health. They're going to have to be their own insurance company. Instead of going in and getting a shot in your rear end and of steroids and allowing yourself to live a little bit longer in sort of an overdrugged state, they're going to have to do nice lifestyle changes and mind changes, especially in order to live healthy, happy, peaceful, and long lives. So what we've tried to do is we've tried to attack this thing from a logical standpoint. I've always thought of myself as a relative rationalist. And the first thing I did when I came up with these machines was get rid of tension and pressure and negativity without knowing what I was really doing, other than the fact that every time I turned the damn machine up and made it stronger, it made me feel better. Finally, I figured out what was going on. I was producing massive fields that were enabling me, a person being experimented on by myself, to literally stop feeling negative. And that was a tremendous drive, produced a tremendous drive to feel better and better and better all the time, which will cause me to build stronger and stronger machines until now I have machines that are really quite strong, and I don't really have negative emotions, and I haven't had for a long, long time. Another outgrowth of that was understanding water, which is what we've done with the water program, entirely different emphasis based upon physiological health. And I've been very fortunate to meet a really cool homeopath, osteopath kind of guy that has just been in every kind of scientific thing you can imagine over the last 70-plus years that he's been a physician. He's 102 now. He told me that as the other day, strangely enough, that he actually met some of the aliens that they had recovered from some of these crashes and things like that. He was part of the government program, which I didn't even know. Kind of interesting. First time I actually believed that stuff truly, absolutely occurred. This guy has so much credibility. He's like a Nobel laureate 2 times over, and he's helped me tremendously with the water program. And, of course, he's helped himself because every time he gives me some of his research and I put in the water program and starts drinking the water, he feels better, which makes him feel less like 102. And since he's trying to make 140, that's usually kind of helpful. So these things come to me. Why? I don't know. I don't care. Who cares? I believe in efficacy. That's the only thing that counts. It has nothing to do with Bill Kirkland. It just has to do with what Bill Kirkland stumbles over. Next, next, next. Whatever the efficacy is, that's what I do. And the same thing with the glass. I discovered over a period of time that not crystals, but glass produce a very, very powerful, harmonizing, and actually energy directing effect. I can take a piece of glass, energize it, and move it over a person's body anywhere in the universe, and they will automatically relax and lose tension. This is absolutely amazing and essentially borders on magic, as it was talked about by over the last millennia. What we've done is made all those magicians obsolete. They're nothing anymore. What we're producing here is the highest level of alchemy ever created through water and through distance energy, physics alchemy, and chemical alchemy through water, but water crystals rather than actual stupid stuff that's put in water for people who don't know how to do anything and they're just fooling around, basically trying to fill the air with mercury vapor and kill themselves, which is what the typical alchemists did back in the old days. That's why they killed all these kings and emperors and things like that, because they thought somehow mercury had some kind of great effect, probably did for a short period of time. They ended up killing off everybody that they actually worked with because they were ignorant. You hear all this stuff about incantations and fantastic things by sorcerers and so forth in the past. In most cases, they were just a bunch of amateurs compared to what we're doing. And what we're going to be doing in the future, we're going to be amateurs right now compared to that, believe me. So we have all the capabilities of doing anything we want to remove negativity, to extend health, in my opinion, and to produce a superior human being that can cope with this mess that we've gotten into. Now, the positive thing is you can call it a mess, but it isn't really. Because what it is, and there are plenty of people out there that understand that, is the real wealth is made when the economy goes down, not when it goes up. Why? Because you get stuff for a nickel on the dollar as people go bankrupt. And second, because you are able to build a business for very, very little money in an otherwise disastrous situation. So what do we have here? We have a fantastic opportunity to build this unbelievable technology into something that no one has ever heard of and will produce huge benefits for humankind from this point on. And we have an incredible mechanism by which to do that, whether it's through the communications mechanisms in YouTube, which this presentation will be on, or through the internet in one particular way or the other, through Twitter, whatever. All these things allow people for very, very little amounts of money to reach other people and pass on the good news. And that's exactly what we're doing. This is going to be an absolute monster before it's over with. You will not recognize this company in 1 to 1.5 years. I made out the calculations on what I think can actually be done on various connection media, and they're actually astounding. So what we have here right now is a product, a series of products actually, which are absolutely earth-shaking. We have mechanisms by which we can reach people. We have a perceptive population of the world which needs this and knows they need something besides these stupid systems that they've been working with, that they hung in there with because the systems were at least working and they could cope with it. Now the systems are being smashed to pieces. Governments are going under all over the world. Their credibility is completely zero. I don't think there's anybody out there that trusts the government to pull off anything except another mess. So what that means is there's a new paradigm coming in, a new paradigm of high technology of which we're going to be avatars, a new paradigm of physical strength and relaxing the human body, allowing it to not be stressed so it can live a long, happy, peaceful, joyful life. And all this because of economic necessity, because of the opportunities that are becoming available, and we're there and we're on it all the time. So here's what I would say to you guys out there. There are some of you out there that think that you're going to do it on your own. Well, good damn luck to you. It's not going to happen. This is a mess out there. You get off this machine, and you're diving right into a boiling kettle. There's no way that you can make it through this thing unless you're on this kind of power, because this is going to be a sea of chaos for a long, long time, and it's going to grind you to powder. You want to be ground to powder? Great. There are plenty of people that are going to be down there with you justifying their miserable lives, but I'm not going to be one of them, I can assure you. That's one. Two, why not do it happily and healthily? Even if the people around you look like a bunch of cadavers now, and I know that many of you think that because these people are so unhealthy looking through your eyes now, you don't have to be one of them. And the prices are nominal. For what you're getting here, this ability to cope in an otherwise sea of chaos, this is absolutely a joke. And the only thing that's telling people that it's not true is these egoic monsters that are moving them back and forth, being influenced by others and being influenced by themselves because they want to go back into the toilet again. Well, there's going to be a certain percentage of people, maybe 5% of the populace, they're going to be smart enough, sensitive enough to understand what they've got here, and they know that they've got the keys to the kingdom out. They have a life raft that doesn't sink. I know it. The people that are advanced on the higher advanced programs know it. The people that are starting up instinctively know it. And what we are providing here is the only way out that I'm aware of. I search the internet all the time. I listen to stuff all the time. everybody is in Neanderthal town compared to what we're doing.